Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm trying to make a card and I'm sort of in a hurry because I've changed my mind and decided I wanted a different card, and I thought I would see if I could make a process video pretty quick, unedited. Let's see how it goes. I prepped a little bit, which I never do for crafting, so that's part of why I can't make major tutorial type process videos. I want a large blue star, and I've gotten out my Hero Arts layered star dies. There's a million of them. Right now I have 3. I don't know where the rest are. They're probably in a project bin or a little container of dies or on the counter somewhere, but we have the big ones and that's what I need. And this paper is paper that my friend Andrea picked up for me at Goodwill. I have some other navies over here, but I want to try this one because we have a lot of it and I'm really low on Night of Navy. Now, this is my miscellaneous scraps of white cardstock. It has gotten out of hand, you can see. If I mess up on a card base or I have a bad stamping job, whatever it is, I put it in here. I have one for white and one for cream. I've been doing a lot of fall stuff, so the cream one is pretty thin, but the white one is out of control. I probably just need to sit down one day, maybe on the back deck or in bed at night or something, and do a bunch of sentiment die cutting or something, because I need to thin that down. The jacket pocket is actually tearing because that's too much. I got this stamp set in a Christy Marcotte de-stash box. It's a Hero Arts set, Hero Arts, and it's probably not new. You know, you might be able to find it online somewhere. But it's pretty cute. It has a lot of stars, and it says, I think my lucky stars for you. And I do like to use stars. I've gotten some blue weird glitter that I don't know where it came from on my beautiful white star. There we go. I like that. And I thought I'd keep this really simple. There we go. See where I'm going? Now, this is going to freak some of you out, but it's my stamp, so we're doing it. I don't like the shape of this happy birthday. It's nice that it's long and skinny, but I want it to be on this star. So I have a couple choices. I could take a water-based marker like one of these, and I could color the happy and stamp it and clean it off, and then I could color the birthday and stamp it and clean it off. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take a pair of scissors. I'm going to cut it right in the middle, and now I have my happy and my birthday. It might backfire. You can also line them up and put them back on the stamp and they're straight the way they would have been. I don't think the world ends either way. Now, when I'm doing small sentiments and small die cuts, I do the stamping first, especially if you want to do assembly line, and that would have been smart. I'll do 2 on here if this goes badly and I need more. So I'd stamp them all on here, but I stamped them here, probably because I was talking. Now I'm going to take my happy, and I haven't used this stamp before. I don't know it at all, so I'm going to test it out. Just to see, does it have any goobers? Is it a little uneven on one side? Okay, that was me. This block is pretty thin, and I have ink on my fingers now. Welcome to real life stamping. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to clean off my finger because I know me, and if I don't, we'll have blue everywhere. Okay, so the happy, I think, worked nicely. Thicker blocks are nicer, but they're mixed into the room somewhere. Happy birthday. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so while we're stamping, let's do, and I'd like my star to be fairly right side up, I think. So I was fiddling with it, and if I didn't separate them, I was having trouble fitting birthday where I wanted it. I think I'd like it to be kind of like this. Happy. Don't push too hard. Don't rock it. Let it sit there for a sec. Lift it up. Birthday. Ready, set, go. Let's see if this works. Get it kind of straight. Don't rock it. Hold it there for a minute. Oh, yeah. Okay, now, while we're at it, I'm going to take Hello Handsome. I'm going to just stick it on the back because I'm lazy. And this card base is a little bit fluffy. It's not laying down really well. So I'm going to flatten it out so that I'm not stamping on 2 layers and it's not trying to wiggle on me. Same thing. I'm just holding still for a sec. Lift straight up. Done. I'm going to put this in the drawer in a cardboard box so it doesn't ruin my project. This ink takes a second to dry. This is VersaFine. There's a little something right there. So I'm going to set this right here. In fact, I should have probably glued it on here, except then I made sure I didn't have bumps first. And I have a little bit of damage on the star from my plate. My plate wasn't, oh, we'll look at my plates. I mean, they're a hot mess. But I can live with that. So can the recipient. He won't notice. On the inside, while we're stamping, also, I'm going to take the other side of this block. And I just do that because I'm too lazy to take them apart, clean them up. I'm going to stamp this. Again, never tried it, but maybe Christy broke these in for me. Oh, that's cute. Brand new stamps. Just sometimes they don't stamp well. You need to ink them up once or twice and practice. I don't usually stamp on the inside, but that sentiment, I couldn't resist it. I'll have to write small because I usually write pretty big. Okay, so that's drying. That's drying. Let's use wet glue to put this together because then I'm not flipping it over and rolling my ATG on it. Are you guys zoomed in too much? I just get sidetracked having fun crafting and forget, so sorry if you weren't on camera. If it was terrible, you'll never see this video. If you missed the whole thing, you know. Not that if you see this video, it's a good video. Just that if you couldn't see the project. Okay, now I'm going to take this piece of paper that I haven't touched, doesn't have ink, and I'm going to use it to rub it. Then I don't have to worry about smearing the ink that's on there, and I don't have to worry about my hands. I've learned that from destroying many a project. You'll see me use a Kleenex, a piece of paper, whatever is sitting here. Oh my gosh, that's cute, but we can make it better. We can make it better. Now, okay, we're going to have a little more dry time. That's another thing about crafting on camera, right? If you use dyes, I'm going to flip this over. This is going to be my cleanup paper. If you use dyes, you don't have dry time. Just a little bit. I don't want like a million, but it was kind of boring, right? Oh, there we go. Love it. Okay, that's going to be my card. And I think we can pull this off. I'm going to put it down on here. I don't want to use a bunch of wet adhesive on the star because I don't want to wait for it to dry. And sometimes I get carried away with wet adhesive and it tries to curl a little. So on these real big things, especially when you're having very different qualities of cardstock mixed, I just like to go a little skimpy. And you can totally use your wet adhesive the whole time for your embellishments if you want. Just don't get carried away. Pretend the glue is even more expensive than it is, and it will serve you well because you'll use too much. Do we still trust this? Yeah, it looks clean. Okay. Okay, there we go. Thanks for making a card with me before work, and I hope you liked it. Oh my gosh. This one makes me happy. This is a little bit of joy of blue right here. Super simple, but cute. If you don't have dies, you could try using scissors and cutting them out, or you could use a simpler shape. You could repeat the same idea with squares or rectangles and stamp some on the page, some on the shape. It adds some interest. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing. Bye-bye.